Give me a second to find the video. Give me a second to share it out. I just did a feed, I'm gonna go ahead and tell everyone again, I just did a feed kind of on the same subject. A lot of you guys already know that I live stream in my Sparks of Divine Light healing groups, and I try to use those groups kind of as class spaces. So I just did a feed on this. I want to talk about what is going to happen with the upcoming energies and what to expect closing this year out with Ascension. If you're just joining me, please take a second to share this feed out. Facebook always has me banned, so I always need everyone to help share it out. I give away activation off of every video. A lot of people are not catching me live because I'm on United Kingdom time, but it's cool if you're catching me on replay. You can still participate for a chance to win. I don't find the person till the next day at least. So take a second to share this feed out. And I'm about to get started. I'm going to be doing Ascension cards, so make sure you're dropping your name if you're going to want a card. This energy is really doing a lot for people in their lessons right now. I just said in my last video that we have reached a place where karma cannot progress with us doing this ascension. A lot of people are trying to take along karmic partners, toxic family members, and you know, we had to do a good part of this ascension journey alone, and we had to kind of come to ourselves before we can come together with another. So a lot of people are going through some serious transformations because, you know, the more that you're doing this ascension, this awakening and changing yourself, the more it's going to change your relationships, because, you know, if you're changing your frequency, you're no longer going to be resonating with the same frequencies that you used to. So people are finding that the more healing that they're doing on themselves, the more that they're falling out of frequency with those around us. We have a huge emphasis on self-perception too. That, you know, a lot of people are not able to perceive what they're not a vibrational match to, right? People who are at a third dimensional level, they can't perceive the higher dimensions. They may not be able to perceive you, in fact. They may be just seeing that illusion of you, that third dimensional version of you in whatever regard. You can change your perception, it will change your entire reality. I gave an example this morning about if you're seeing someone as really toxic, then they'll probably become more toxic. If you see someone with the light and the love in them, usually that'll bring out the best in them too. We have infinite versions of ourselves. So if we're seeing everyone as negative around us and things like that, we'll tend to draw that to us. We need to change how we're looking at our own lives too. You know, I always say that we really have to shift to a, you know, mindset of gratitude for the things around us to be changing them in whatever level. So this is going to be about shifting our perspective. It's going to be creating the larger shifts that we're after in our own reality. I kind of am all over the place. I just did like a video on the energies though and what to expect closing out this year. I say we're going to close this year out with a big bang. Did you think we wouldn't have something spectacular happen to move us into the new year and to, you know, move us out of the underworld and into that cycle of rebirth and growth? So we're getting ready for a very intense storm next week. I'm ready for it. I'm going to be going to Stonehenge for that storm. I was talking about earlier about how those rocks are really a piece of Atlantis. They say here in the United Kingdom that they're probably a few thousand years old, but they're way off the mark. They even have, you know, cases where they say they think they were moved from Wales because of the moss they found growing on them, and they're way off with those rocks. They're actually ruins from some type of temple-type structure, and that's why they were regarded as very holy from where they came from by the people that go there to worship and things like that. They are very old. They were built with thought vibrations. They were built by a group of people from Atlantis, and it goes to show you what we can create when we put our minds together as a group, that we could create profound things. these were civilizations that were living at very high levels of consciousness where they could just think of something and it would manifest into the material instantaneously. In whatever regard, these were much different places than we're living in now, where we're just kind of, making this ascension and moving into those higher frequencies. Those rocks, just like any other crystal or rock, they hold so much information. They hold their own Akashic. They hold all of the data ever recorded around them from Atlantean times. So they're actually ancient. They hold so much wisdom. This storm will be especially crazy. I did go to Stonehenge the last equinox, and it was like insane energy, but this will be even crazier. December was the most important time for those rocks to be activating because of the solstice is where, the moon gives birth to the sun, and we have a lot more lunar and solar energy happening at the same time. So we did have, solar winds just like we have now happening last time, but there's going to be like this huge influx of solar, lunar, and ley line energies combining, and it kind of creates a different energy when you merge those energies together. So it's very, very powerful for healing. My link is above. I'm going to be doing activations there. I said that I spammed most of my friend list with I made an event for it, so people could like find the information or whatever. It's probably linked to the top of this business page. So I made an event for it. I'm going to be doing activations there. If you guys want to participate, the link is right there. And I'm also going to be doing video footage and lots of photos. Like last time it was raining, I couldn't get a lot of pictures, and I couldn't really record good because every time I would pull my phone out, it was getting soaked. It was really, really wet and rainy there. So I'm looking forward to going back with better weather so I can get some better content this time. It was kind of like training last time. Now I kind of know what to expect. I did the activations, a different one last time. It was really awesome. I always love working with that crazy space storm energy. If you know me, that I already kind of work around that energy. So going to these sacred sites is just beyond crazy and mind-blowing for me to go work with that energy and kind of send it out. If you guys want to participate in the activation, just sign up on my website. I have a list of the people, and when I go there, I stay very connected with that list of people that I'm going to be working with. And so, I'll let you know when I get to Salisbury, and I'll keep you updated, and you'll know when I'm going to send the activation. And it's just amazing to participate in. I know a lot of my friends did it last time and loved it, and I'm kind of seeing the same people are coming back to get activations this time. It is profound for us in terms of ascension. I am going with a huge emphasis on connecting myself and the people that I'm working with better to the Earth's own energetic grids. We kind of, became disconnected from the Earth at some point on our journey, and we're trying to better connect to these galactic and consciousness and Earth grids on whatever regard. So I'm going to have a huge emphasis on that. I'm going to have a huge emphasis on digging around for Atlantis stuff and dragons when I go there this time. I always have a different intent when I'm going to do things. I'm really excited about that. The activation that I am doing is going to affect both your heart chakra and third eye. It is very rare that the heart chakra is lined up with the heart chakra frequency of the Earth in the same place. The Earth's third eye chakra actually moves every so often, and so it's very rare that I'm living here while both the Earth's third eye and heart chakra are in the same place. So this activation I will be doing will be to clear any kind of past life stuff, help with your heart chakra, and to, activate your third eye for more psychic insight and things like that. So I'm really excited. That's my little ad spiel for the day. I am going to be using these activations to make what we're doing, happen, so I can go ahead and bring these sacred site places to my live feeds too. It's really important that I can kind of get this stuff on video and get that crazy energy out to you guys in whatever regard. I'm already working with that ley line energy where I'm living. It's very intense if you're from another country and just coming to it. It can be really intense. It's different frequencies. It takes your body a lot to adjust. So I've been in the United Kingdom probably 7 months now, and I'm much better adjusted to the frequencies. So I'm really looking forward to this trip too, because I'm really kind of grounded better and better in this energy with what I'm doing. If you guys are interested in activation, you can just hit my inbox or sign up on our site. I'm going for the equinox. Clearly, I'll be doing this activation on the equinox. So you guys have a few days if it's something that you're interested in. Sherry, take a break. I had to laugh. Life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Me and Sherry are resting up crazy for Stonehenge, right? We're going to play excavation. I got real professional hiking kind of gear too to go do this time. I'm like expert level now at Stonehenge, right? I got it down, so I'm really excited about it. We are resting up crazy. That's why I didn't do videos the past 2 days. I'm going to be resting more until Stonehenge. You know I'm going to be going there with my energy on point, like crazy ready to, you know, jump into that energy. Rest more. Maura Lawler, good morning. Share your voice. Get out, come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. Probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Wasn't some of my lessons. I was getting on live feed and speaking in front of people. When I was in college, I remember I had to do a speech class. Clearly the universe was already always trying to prepare me for my mission and any experience I had to sleep too, right? So I remember having to get up in front of a whole class, and I could barely do it. Like I used to almost like, I just couldn't really public speak. Like it wasn't something that was for me as, you know, the quiet empath going through the matrix. So it's something that I'm having to learn how to do. It is amazing for your throat chakra to be getting on video and to be speaking your truth. It is very, very powerful in what we're doing, in people finding us, in our missions. Start to speak your truth. People have a fear that if they speak their truth, people won't be into it. They might not want to be their friends anymore. Perfect. Get rid of those people. Perfect. Start to speak your truth, and people that are fake will fade away in your life. Let's see. Cheryl Jolly. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Well, with everything going on astrologically, and I'm just going to describe it as we are in the underworld until the solstice. And then the energy is going to shift and change dramatically during that storm in that gateway. So this could be the darker places in humanity's psyche. We see a lot happening in France, which is a very large country that is having an uprising. You're not seeing it covered on any mainstream media, but you are seeing it on other sources and things like that. We see a lot of shadow work coming to the surface, control dramas that need to be let go of, karma that needs to be cleared and cleansed, right? Qualities that we may need to work with within ourselves that we're seeing in others. Things like that are surfacing right now. Like I said, that we cannot progress forward until we kind of clear this karma for humanity. And it's not going to be something done on collective levels. We have to do it within ourselves for it to play out collectively in whatever regard. More clearing. More letting go of the dead shit in your life. More letting go. Like dead friendships, just you're not, you know what, I have people on my Facebook, like, it's not like I don't like them. They probably might have even been my friends, but I never talk to them. They're not vibing with me, right? Maybe they don't leave comments or they do once in a while. They're just not vibing with me. And you know, there's nothing wrong with those relationships, but they're taking up space in my life. And I could be, you know, making new connections where these people are actually vibrating with me and I'm getting along and, you know, we're raising each other's consciousness and vibration and it's amazing. And if I have those dead connections around, they're just blocking me from real connections. So let go of more of the dead connections around you. Deanna Polkat, good to see you too. I'm glad to be on Facebook banned for now. I told my husband I was banned a third of the year if you break it down. Deanna, the crumbling, what are you clinging on to? Let go. This is how we rise, when we let go of everything, right? We're always trying to hold on to everything. Just let go now. The things that are meant to come will come back to you. Missy Petty, make sure you guys share this feed out too. I always need you guys to. It's hard to share it out when you're on live. And I'm always banned. I'm permanently banned from sharing in any groups that are not my own or commenting in them 99% of the time. Missy, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? We need to light this place up. There's a lot going on. People have heavy lessons, I was just saying on my last feed. Ones that we have no idea about. Like we always complain, like starseeds have it so hard. We have a lot to heal on this planet, not just on individual levels, but on collective levels. There's a lot going on here. We have our work cut out for us. We need to light up brighter, right? They always want to put our light out all the time. That would be ideal, right? To put our light out, put our shine out. We need to really light ourselves up as bright as possible and just vibrate higher and higher every day. Do things that light you up. It's good to see you, Maura, too. Brian Feliciano, good morning. You are a warrior. Did anyone need to remind you? If you weren't afraid, what would you do? Let go of fear. We are that indigo wave that hit the planet that is going to make the most impact on this ascension, clearing the way karmically for the crystalline rainbow wave that came after us, these crystal children. We have a very hard job. We are those warriors that have, you know, really become very loud in what we're doing, right? It's not going unnoticed that people are waking up around here. You are a warrior. Sometimes you need to remember that when you're facing obstacles. Angie Taylor. Inner temple. Devotion. Tune into the porthole of your heart. The heart chakra of our body is no different than the heart chakra of the earth. It is the most powerful chakra that we have. Everyone loves the third eye, right? The heart chakra is really where your abilities are going to come from love and compassion. Any strength that you have, any alignment with the universe is going to come from this chakra. It is very, very powerful and is going to really affect us deeply. That's why I have such an emphasis on heart chakra, third eye healing with the work that I do, right? Your heart chakra is also your connection to any of your past lessons, your past lives, your past experiences, and things like that. We know that we can liberate ourselves through that chakra only. That your liberation, as in your soul, spiritual liberation, will come from healing that chakra. I have such an emphasis on that heart chakra because as a child, I went through some very hard heart chakra centered lessons at a young age and did a lot of damage to my heart chakra. I always make a joke and say I'll be healing that chakra forever, apparently, to the point where I actually moved to another country to be in the right frequencies for healing with that chakra. So I'm at a really good place energetically when it comes to heart chakra work, just doing my videos every day. I'm sending out a lot of that energy that's really good for that chakra. I notice a lot of people that get matched up to learn with me too are working on that chakra. We will liberate when we can master that chakra. Jamie Nicoli. Akashic. Your guidance is divinely guided. As our frequency is going up, we're better able to read and translate this energy. I always try to compare us to like a computer, right? And when you're on low frequencies, you're not going to be able to read or perceive the higher frequency energies around you. So as we're raising up in frequency, we're able to tune in and access the Akashic more and more in those energies. You should be downloading more and more as you're doing this ascension. It could be thoughts coming to you, visions, things like that. Lots of downloading in progress. This is why we need to integrate. Your awareness is expanding, your perception is expanding, and it's kind of rapid. It would kind of like just blow your mind if we tried to do this upgrade too fast. So this week we are integrating with these energies that we've been going through crazy upgrades. You guys are getting ready to do one next, right? With this space storm, it's very intense on our body. I hear a lot of people any given storm crying about ascension symptoms and the problems that they're having or whatever it is. Ascension is hard. I don't try to sugarcoat it around here. So the best thing that you can do is to rest up more through Sunday, through this weekend. Like me and Sherry are going to be expert level navigating this storm and resting more. But then my body's going to be able to handle it a lot better. I'll be able to assimilate and absorb more of those energies. So it'll really help me with my level up that I'm going to be experiencing. So try to rest through Sunday if you can. You know, lunar energy affects your sleep state and you won't be able to sleep good with this equinox. Tracy McGuire, thank you for sharing. The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hit, Soul Tribe. This card reminds me of Stonehenge every time too. Sherry needs to remind me to bring the red cape hood thing too, so I don't forget. I always forget everything, right? She needs to remind me when I'm packing last minute that I need to bring the red hood thing, and I'm real excited about it. So we are coming together as a conscious collective now, as we're doing this awakening, that we're finding our soul tribe. Those would be the people that are awake around you, the light workers that have already had an awakening. They would be the rest of your consciousness group that incarnated into this matrix to help humanity. And you know, we might all have different backgrounds and different places that we came from galactically, but we have one thing in common, and that is our mission of service on this planet. Darlene Aussie, Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. What do you have to clear so that you can reach this place where your soul is meant to be, right? We really have to let go of anything karmic around us. I always remind people your families were your first karmic experiences, usually your early relationships, whether they were friendships, whether they were relationships, all very karmic. We need to let go of those kind of control dramas, and we need to progress into the future of humanity, which is about a love that will liberate people, that will set people free. Love was never meant to contain and enslave people into other people's realities. I don't know whether to say the fake name. Francisco. Align your life. What is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? You know, a lot of people will be running around and working so hard for the things that they want, right? Like working so hard. We can do things much more powerfully when we work on our own energy and we're in alignment. Anything that we're just trying to manifest will just easily flow to us. It's when we're out of alignment with the universe and our own energy that things become hard, and we get blocked on our manifesting and what we're trying to do. That's why I had no problem taking the past 2 days off so I could align my energy. And you know, you would think that not doing my videos that I would have fallen in my life, but actually it went a lot better that I took that time to align my energy. So more alignment with your own energy, and then you'll be in better alignment with the universe and everything that you're trying to do. Lynn Marie. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. I don't know where you guys are at in your life, but we're wrapping this year up, and you guys are at a much different place vibrationally and energetically than you were entering this year. It doesn't matter what your life looks like. A lot of people try to gauge their happiness based on the material and the lessons around them in their life, and then they come up very unhappy. You guys have made amazing progress energetically, and 2019 is going to be a huge year for this ascension and what we're trying to do. Everyone should be very proud of themselves closing this year up. Nicole Goddard, Lumeria, some of my favorite places. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. It is happening. That as we're changing our realities, it's changing the collective, and in powerful ways. Moose Sass, Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Often the people that you hated the most. Those were your teachers. Those were your lessons, right? It's always the universe playing all these roles with us, right? We're only ever getting back whatever energy we put out and whatever thoughts we're having about things, right? Pay attention to the things that annoy you, aggravate you, trigger you, whatever, right? Make you go level 500. You know, pay attention to those things. Those are your lessons. And I always say that we get tested most on how we respond to circumstances in our life. So when I see a lot of people getting triggered over news and political stuff, I'm like, oh God. They're like, that motherfucker Trump. Sorry, turn any kid viewers off. That motherfucker Trump. And they're like writing all this stuff and arguing with people and being nasty. And I'm thinking, damn, the universe is smooth, right? Because those people are getting tested and don't even realize it. And a lot of times we're getting tested on our emotional reaction to the things around us. It could be like politics, news stories, whatever. So your triggers are your tests. They're your lessons. They are what you need to overcome. Like, I always look at, like, the universe probably puts the Trump news show out, and then people get triggered, and then, like, the universe is like, failed that test, I'll try it again in 6 months. We need to get rid of these qualities. Cassandra King, good morning. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. I'm way too serious in my life. I say the more lucid I become, the more serious I'm becoming, unfortunately. Like, I just have such a seriousness about everything on this planet, ascension, my life, everything I'm doing that I doubt people could even grasp right now with how important of a time this is for us, the light workers, humanity. I tend to be getting more and more serious, but I've found that I'm going to have more interdimensional fun energies or exciting energies around me when I'm having fun. The universe doesn't want to be playing job you hate at Prison Planet, shitty relationship, everything you hate. It doesn't want to do that. It wants to play like a kid would. That's why I knew that if I put the tutu on yesterday, I would have more fairies around me. For sure. That when I'm more fun, then the fairies are more apt to be playing with me, or these crazy energies, right? Or the universe, right? Where there's a lot of love, there's a lot of this life force energy, a lot of this universal energy. Where there's hate, there's like zero. It's like the universe is like, oh, I'm gonna go play fairy princess with Ra. The politics, I'm out. I'm out, right? I'm out. I'm not hanging out there to play fucking fight the police. The universe wants to be having blissful, fun experiences, not one centered around pain, separation, trauma. The universe actually wants to experience bliss and oneness and love and coming together and merging of polarities. It does not want to experience that separation, pain, and the universe is experiencing all of this just as much as we are. So if you want to have better life force energy, more of it around you, have more fun, whether it's dancing, singing, doing something stupid a kid would do. You know, it's very healing for your inner child to do like art projects, stuff, anything a kid would love to do, whether it's the coloring, running around, anything a little kid will get excited about. More fun. It will heal your inner child. A lot of you guys are conscious parenting and you guys don't even realize you guys get sent those kids to heal your heart chakras. Those kids are like the ultimate healers and they're meant to bring you back to that love and oneness. Alicia Suarez, Starseed. What lights you up? Like I said, we need to do more of that, right? We need more of that crazy energy around us. You wouldn't believe the energy that's already around me now. Starting a couple days ago, because I'm getting ready to do this Stonehenge mission and it's huge for me. It's very crazy for me. It's kind of mind-blowing when I sit here and I think about my entire year and everything I've done this year. It's very mind-blowing. It's kind of beyond my grasp, a lot of my mission. So I'm getting ready to go to Stonehenge, and I always describe that energy as kind of terrifying, the way it feels to me, because while it's getting ready to create all this crazy stuff around me, it can be very destructive in how it moves, right? It's the kind of energy that, yeah, it'll make your dreams come true, but it'll crash in your whole, you know, old life to bring you there. So this energy is very, very powerful around me already. If you get out of your life and you go do something new and fun that you've never tried before, the universe will, you know, be around you crazy to be assisting you with that, you know? So do more fun things, get outside of your box, do things you've never done, places you've never gone. How about do something crazy like, you know, get rid of the toxic boyfriend and run away and just have this, you know, go with the flow kind of thing. Because the universe will align to make it happen. Like they say, you got to jump if you want the universe to catch you. We could be doing crazy things and the universe would align with it more. Michelle Whitfield, good morning. Dance. It's the theme of the day. Can we have more fun? I'm feeling way too serious about my Stonehenge trip, right? I'm getting more and more like level serious. We need to have fun today. Please rest, meditate, dance, sing in the shower. A lot of people are working on the throat chakra. Yeah, that's the chakra that correlates with the fifth dimension. If we're stuck on the heart chakra, we have some throat chakra work to do apparently too, right? The best thing you can do for your throat chakra, go sing in the shower, go sing outside, right? Get loud. It's very healing. Dennis J.R. Millette. Awakening. Energetic upgrades, the new way of being, integration. This is our week of integration as we're getting ready for some new energetic upgrades while we're recovering from the last batch. And like I said, this will be intense. Don't think we're not going to end out this year with like, you know, maybe the most powerful space storm of the year hitting us, right? Sorry, don't get too comfortable in your lives. Crazy energy is incoming soon. Joanne Dunn, sending you a lot of love. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. That's what we're going to do. I need to get outside. I'm feeling cooped up. It is cold here in the United Kingdom. Very cold. It's windy at times. It probably has an 80% chance of raining any given day. So it's kind of crazy. I'm feeling cooped up. Like I need to get outside. So I'm excited to go play at the rocks. It will be very grounding for me. Make sure you guys are staying grounded. If it's cold where you live, more salt baths, playing with crystals. Jen Matilda, Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Empaths are always trying to fix and change and help everyone around them outside of themselves. We need to learn how to take care of ourselves better. In whatever regard, it's how it will always come together. It's always the most broken people that are always so giving and trying to heal others, I've found too, right? It's just kind of how the universe works. More emphasis on taking care of yourself and your needs. I said a lot of people are getting ready for Christmas. Make sure you guys do something nice for yourselves too, whether it is like treating yourself to something you wanted and didn't get because you always put your kids first, or doing something that you've been wanting to do all year and you just never did. You know, make some time for yourself too. Put some energy into yourself for Christmas if you're doing a lot for other people. Kayla Ray, good morning. Make sure you guys share this feed out too. I like to flood Facebook. You wouldn't believe how many people found my video and had spiritual awakenings that they came back and told me about. So make sure you guys share this feed out. Kayla, Pillar of Light, your vibration is rising. You're the oracle. I did on my last video, and I put the links below for my Sparks of Divine Light healing groups, but there's a lot of comments that get lost. On my last video, I was talking about, I'm sorry, you guys couldn't have your abilities living with your toxic families and the narcissists and all those bad relationships. Those people were taking your powers and your abilities, so we're just coming into them. We're just starting to unlock our abilities and what we'll be able to do. Until we ditch the control dramas and the things holding us on, we're not responsible enough to have all of our abilities back. But we're getting some amazing glimpses at what we're starting to be able to do, right? So we're just starting to unlock our abilities. The more that we're letting go, you know, the faster it will help us elevate and get our abilities back. Make sure you guys join those groups too, because I'm not doing Stonehenge videos on this channel. I'm doing them in my Sparks of Divine Light healing groups. So make sure you guys join those spaces so that you guys get that crazy recharge from my videos. Danny Lee, Min Taken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. A lot of star seeds feel that they don't fit in this world. They could feel out of place, lonely, maybe not having a lot of friends, connection. We were not made for this world, thank God, right? Sorry, we came here to create another world. This world wasn't working out. Catherine, the ever-unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. Everyone has this mindset going through the matrix, like everything bad is happening to them. This stuff is the things that you needed to get to wherever the universe is bringing you. And trust me, it's going to be somewhere amazing. Look at my journey. Look at how much awakening can change your entire reality. Like, I'm living in a completely different life than I even was 6 months ago. So, you know, this awakening is going to drastically change everything about our reality, the timelines that we're on, and everything about us as, you know, a person. I've been doing a lot of work. The universe knows that, though, that I work a little too hard. I work a little too hard on Ascension, right? I push myself very hard, and I put in a lot of work, so I've made a lot of vibrational progress this year. Coming out of this year, I'm really excited to start a new year and see what the next year will bring for me, because I know I'll be at an amazing place when I close out and enter 2020, and so will the rest of the planet. So I'm really looking forward to it. But, you know, it's going to change everything about your reality doing this awakening. People are too comfortable in that, you know, third dimensional enslavement program that we kind of started out in. Listen, someone says you're aging backwards. All right. I am trying to now reverse age my husband because I know how. People need to just be open to me, right? It's something that I'm working on. It is something I'm doing, and it's something that's possible. That we've been lied to about how the body ages, and I don't think people are taking into account how an awakening can change your aging process. Because when we have our third eye closed, it's messing with the hormones that it's making in our body. If you have your third eye open, it's going to regulate your entire body differently. You can reach a high enough frequency that you can reverse age. We don't understand DNA at all in the third dimensional context. You know, as we're beginning to understand it in a fifth dimensional one, where we can reprogram ourselves in any way that we want, we can encode energy in any way we want. So yeah, it's something I'm doing, and I've not only been doing, I've done it. And a lot of the people around me are too. Look at Brittany, right? She's doing the same thing as me, and it's working amazing. Like, I'm loving her vibe when I see her videos. We're doing it. So I'm trying to teach other people how to do this stuff. Like, hey, I had this crazy spiritual awakening, and I did some things, and I kind of changed my entire reality. And hey, this stuff works like crazy, like for real. So it's kind of the stuff that I'm trying to teach. Casey Elizabeth. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And we need to realize this is a dream state. And the thing is that this place is going to be exactly the same as your dream state when you sleep eventually. That is the future of humanity, where we can just control this place as we would a lucid dream. And we're realizing that when we were asleep, we were kind of responding to our environment. The subconscious was just creating everything, and we were just kind of responding to it. As we have this awakening, we're coming to consciousness, or we're becoming conscious, and we're becoming lucid in our dream. We're realizing this place is a dream too. It's no different than the dream world. It's just that things are more dense and heavy here, and they feel a little bit more real and physical, and you can feel pain a little different, but it's exactly the same. So that is our future. You know, your state that you are in the dream state. It's no different. We're going to realize that soon. So that's really the future that we're headed to, where you could have lucid dreams and go fly somewhere and instant manifest things, and whatever you're thinking about, you can control the dream and things like that. Jeffrey Cahoe, hi. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. This is our week to rest. Listen to your body. You should be feeling it anyway. Your bodies are tuned in. So hopefully, you know, your bodies are helping you navigate this ascension. Your intuition is helping guide you. Try to unplug more and rest through Sunday, like I said. Susan Thomas. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? And it's where we're all headed. The awakened. You're awake, perfect. Congratulations. It's where you're headed. You are a teacher. You are a healer in whatever regard. So just know that. That's where your path is leading you. That's what your higher self is. That's who your higher self is, right? Valerie Bernaches. Keepers of the earth, you're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And it's so powerful to even think about our human body and what it's designed for and capable of. Like, it's just mind-blowing. Like, everyone has been convinced that our bodies are weak and need vaccines and all this garbage in them to stay healthy. And it's just mind-blowing to me, because the body was designed without any flaws. Like, it's just so mind-blowing in whatever regard. You have every ancestor from the beginning of time running through your blood and your DNA, and you're able to access their memories, their akashics, those memories on a cellular level. It's just very, very powerful. Brianna Salvito, hi. Boundaries, Empath 101. I like to teach people how to be empowered empaths, right? Empowered empaths. Boundaries, just say no when you want to. It's very empowering. It really is. So when you're always saying yes and being a pushover, yeah, it's very disempowering. You can feel empowered when you just say F off to people. Say no. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? I found that most people have no boundaries. This is my favorite rant, right? I found most people, and especially toxic people, they have no boundaries. Please think back to the bad dating experience or the narcissist. You know what I'm talking about. Things you don't want to think about. They had no boundaries. They have no problem calling you in the middle of the night, acting crazy. Whatever it was, right? Whatever your relationship things that you saw were. Those people had no boundaries. So we're realizing that we need healthy boundaries when it comes to any relationship, not just a romantic one. Our personal relationships too. Better boundaries. It doesn't matter if it's your employer, your job, your friends. If someone is asking you to do something and you don't want to, tell them no. That's a problem with a lot of empaths, pushovers, right? I would be like that. I would always say yes because I wouldn't want to like disappoint people or make them feel bad. Mike does that too. Better boundaries. Paula C. Hancock. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Oh, your soul will lead you somewhere amazing when you can learn how to listen to it. Like, we have this amazing internal compass, and I'm telling you that when we follow our ego around, it'll just keep you running around all the time for material bullshit that never makes you happy, and you'll just be running around like a wind-up doll all day long. When we follow that soul pull, it will lead you somewhere beyond, even beyond our imagination, just somewhere crazy, mind-blowing, right? We have to really learn how to tune into our soul and learn how to ditch the voice in our head and reprogram it. Cynthia Harris, we're reprogramming on my feeds. It's like everything I do, right? I'm reprogramming you guys. You can just go ahead and watch my feed, and it's going into your subconscious. You're loading this feed into your subconscious, and it will reprogram you. It's the amazing thing about the work that I'm doing. So if you listen to my feeds, you hear me talking about manifesting and the law of attraction and staying positive and love and light, hopefully, right? But it's actually really amazing programming. That's why any television's programming, right? And we don't really notice, but our television that we're watching is full of a lot of like violence, separation, drama, things that aren't really good for us that we probably wouldn't want in our everyday life, the things that we see on TV, right? So I look at this like positive reprogramming, that we all got programmed very negatively, and we had to, you know, become conscious of this and become aware of it and really reprogram. So if we think about things that we don't want to happen or negative thoughts, they will happen. This is a manifest reality. It works on the law of attraction. Whatever you're putting out a vibration for. The worst one is people will be like, I don't want the narcissist again. But you're going to get what you don't want too. So people will be focused on, I don't want this to happen, and it happens, right? We're attracting it to us. You need to think about the outcomes that you want, anything positive you want to happen. Cynthia, the age of light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. That's why this comes back fast when you start to wake up and get into the spiritual. It's like you just suddenly absorb all of this information rapidly. That is just coming back to you. Dee Dee Grubber, transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Chris Taylor, sending crazy love. Trust your intuition. What is your intuition trying to tell you? And like I said, you know, everyone just says I lost my mind all the time. And trust me, I've never felt better, right? She must have lost her mind to go in and doing this crazy stuff. But I'm just following my internal compass, and it's never led me wrong, ever. Trust your intuition. Follow it. It's always when I listen to outside information that I was led astray, right? If you're listening to the TV and politics, it probably won't go too well for you. If you're listening to friends that have no idea and giving you advice, it's usually not very good for you either. Tracy Rayner, trust your path. If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? Well, we have many different lessons going on here and experiences. You know, the path of humanity is clear. We kind of descend into that illusion of separateness, but our paths are meant to lead us back to oneness, back to healing, back to love, back to oneness, back to source in whatever regard. Trust your path and where it's leading you. Nikki Yacker. I don't watch travel shows. I just kind of travel, right? I don't watch travel shows. Well, I'm kind of unplugged too. Like, I don't even have time to watch my friends' feeds. If you guys know me, like, I never even have time to watch videos. I'm just so busy with everything. No, but I'm manifesting Tibet, right? I was talking about it yesterday. I was like, I really need to go do some Tibet activations on our crown chakra next, right? So I'm working on these things in my life. I have the same manifesting list I'm usually working on, and I'm real excited. I'm about getting out, though. I want to get out of that prison cell. I want to go travel and have fun experiences. Nikki. Protection. Call back your power. Cut your cords. Soul retrieval. Like I said, we have a huge emphasis on clearing karma, cutting cords. Rebecca Centers. Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. Like I said, that is what our higher selves are, right? Ourselves at a time, a six-dimensional consciousness group that had evolved, you know, millions of years past this place, and was teachers, healers, you know, ascended masters, things like that. John Drake. Leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. Someone asked when I'm doing the Stonehenge. It is on the equinox, which is next week. I'm real excited. I get the calendar out. So, you know, the equinox, the solstice, I keep saying equinox, the solstice, sorry. Solstice, same thing in my world. The solstice would be Friday, so I'm really excited about this. I'm going to be going there. I don't even know on what day. I didn't get my ticket till the last minute, if you know me, right? I don't even get my ticket till like 2 days before, so just in case, because they keep going back and forth with the dates, I'm smart. So it's going to be next week. I'm assuming that we're going to be leaving maybe Thursday. I have to ask Sherry again, but I'm real excited. It's going to be next week. You guys will know because I'm going to be posting crazy about it too. So if you guys want to participate in my craziness, I always try to drag everyone into it because it's probably the most spiritual feeling that I've ever felt in the world. Going to these sacred sites and channeling that energy. It's just the most insane high, the most insane feeling that you can get on the whole planet. It's such a rush. It's so crazy. If you want to participate, like I said, I have that event at the top of the page to check out So you guys have the link to my groups that I'm streaming in, and the link is above. You can just sign up for the Stonehenge activation. It's right there in the store, and we're excited about it too. Make sure you check it out. I didn't even put anything else in my little blurb. I was like, check out this Stonehenge activation. Make sure you guys check it out though. Maria La Goddess. Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? The amazing thing is that I noticed not maybe people can't travel places. I figure people have kids and wives and jobs, right? And maybe not everyone can just run away and go voyage at Stonehenge and adventure and go check these places out. I get it, right? So the good thing is that you guys can watch it through me, through watching my feed. So you guys can experience it too through me and watching my video. That's what I like about it. Because maybe some people can't go to the rocks, can't leave the country, right? There's all sorts of things going on. So you guys are able to experience it through my videos, and that's an amazing feeling. Elaine Williams, good morning. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. It's everything we're doing on my feed. So we're talking about healing ourselves and kind of breaking those karmic chains in that ancestral programming that we picked up from our parents that probably wasn't very good. If you want an idea of the ancestral programming you got, just take a look at your parents' lives and what they're doing with them. And there probably is this disconnect between what you would like to be doing and what your parents are experiencing here. So we really need to break those chains and to heal these things and to reprogram ourselves. We didn't get very good programming. It wasn't, anyone's fault, but we also got programmed by the government through our school systems and things like that in our cultures. More reprogramming. Kat Amond. The initiation, rite of passage, you're going somewhere sacred, and this entire journey is sacred and as spiritual as you can get. Whether people realize it or not, I'm sorry, Earth is a school, and it's very spiritual. We're spiritual beings getting trained spiritually in things like healing and our abilities and our gifts. If we didn't have crazy experiences, how could we be tested on how much we can handle and our abilities and things like that? Marissa Rozalski. Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. You guys know that I have a huge connection with a lot of these sacred areas, past places, and those blue star systems too are always calling me home. And when I view them akashically, they were places that we loved and that we would have thought of as home. Places like Egypt, the Pleiades, Sirius, places like that. It's pretty amazing. So you have this soul pull to them. You should probably go explore the Hopi prophecies and the blue star Kachina myths and things like that, because they really have an origin from places like Sirius and the Pleiades. Okay, I'm going to let you go on that note. It is Friday. I am taking my weekends, right? I come back to live feed on Monday. If you guys are new, make sure you like the page too, because I do live stream at least 4 or 5 days a week in whatever area. I'm focused on this Stonehenge thing. I am here. If you guys need readings until I leave for Stonehenge or any kind of energy work classes, I'm doing them. I am not only doing activations there. If you are a student of mine and you are waiting to get attuned, I'm going to be doing attunements there too when I'm at Stonehenge. So that is something, if you're interested, and you can come find me. So if you guys purchase a class, I have a whole class section for like Reiki classes, energy classes of all kinds. If you guys purchase a class, you could get your attunement that comes with the class at Stonehenge too. So you guys can either purchase a class or the Stonehenge activation, and I'll get back to you and I'll be putting you on my Stonehenge list. So I think it's amazing. I did a ton of attunements there last time. I have a bunch I'm going to do this time, and it was really awesome to get attuned there. I did put on the certificates. I think I added that they were done at Stonehenge too, for the people that are getting certified and stuff like that. So if you guys want to participate in my Stonehenge thing, you guys seem to like my videos, so it really helps support what I'm trying to do too. It makes Stonehenge possible. It's a win-win. So come find me if you're trying to get activated, but the easiest way is just to purchase it through my site. I see it instantaneously, any purchase, like immediately, and come find you. So the link is above. I'm going to be back Monday. Stay really high vibe. This is our weekend to rest. Maybe unplug. Get outside. If you're in a nice area, go stand outside barefoot. Go 10 minutes. outside barefoot if the weather permits. I know there's snow. If the weather permits, go stand outside for like 10 minutes. When I was in California, the best way that I could master grounding was I was walking around barefoot all the time outside. Like it was kind of a nice garden area. I was always walking around barefoot, but I was feeling so zenned out and connected to the earth, and it will just calm like your thinking patterns. It'll help you be zenned out. It'll help you ground. More grounding this weekend. Whether you're meditating, napping, laying around, chilling, more resting too. A big emphasis on self-care. I know everyone is focused on everyone else because of Christmas, but you know Christmas comes from the equinox, right? I'm pretty sure they stole it from the equinox, the whole story of it. That's where Jesus came from. I hate to be the one to break it to you guys. So there's a huge emphasis on Christmas. Well, yeah, there's a huge emphasis on the equinox, clearly, right? So there's an emphasis on giving to other people. Make sure that you guys are not doing the usual empath and killing yourself to give all your energy out to everyone else. Probably it's a good idea this weekend to shift to self-care and taking care of yourself. It's not going to do anyone any good if you guys are tired or, you know, not handling this energy as light workers. So make sure you guys are resting more through the weekend, especially with all these energies that are going to combine with this, I keep saying equinox, solstice, solstice, right? Solstice equinox kind of thing. And the full moon coming. It's going to be kind of an intense energy next week. So you guys will thank me if you rest up this weekend, because you won't be like freaking out, not handling the energy, coming ungrounded, you know, your life falling in, whatever happens when you become unaligned. So more energetic alignment this weekend.